Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we Group 5 will be presenting our project on PhonePe, which is a digital payments app from India. And the team members are Janvi Hitesh Rathod, Shweta Jarapu Manjula, Rohit Rajabugari, Philip Samuel Vernon, Balaji Sundaram Vijayakumar, and Kritika Madan. So, a little bit about the content that will be covered in today's meeting will be about the project overview, where we'll tell you about the project a little bit. And then one of our friends will be explaining about the existing market channel, then taken over by another person where they'll be explaining about the market share by the competitors and how it can be improved for PhonePe. And in the following slides, we'll be covering about the market size and the target market that we are focusing for the day. So talking about PhonePe, PhonePe is an app in India, which is a digital payments app and is from the financial technology company, which has its headquarters in Bengaluru, which is in the southern part of India in the state of Karnataka. And it was originally started in the month of December in 2015 by the founders, uh, Burzan Engineer, Samir Nigam, and Rahul Chari. The app is based on UPI system, which is in elaborative way, it is unified payments interface, and it actually went live in August 2016, though the company was started in December 2015. And right now, it is owned by Flipkart, which again is a subsidiary of Walmart, which is a very well-known name in the Canadian household. So talking about the services that are provided by PhonePe, the app is available in a total of 11 languages as of today. And when I talk about 11 languages, India being a country with so many languages, the app being available in so many regional languages helps a lot of people, even from the rural backgrounds, to understand how the app works and so that they can interact with others easily and have their queries resolved. So when we compare it with the Canadian market, where we have the Interact system, which is run by one of the tech giants here, PhonePe, on the contrary, offers services not just to send money from one person to the other, where you have to add the other person through a contact by their phone number or email address. You can straight away scan a QR code or just use one of the smart services on your phone, and you'll be able to send the money from your bank account to the receiver's bank account. Basically, the money will be transferred from the sender's account to the receiver's bank account directly, which will be again encrypted. And there are very, very, very less chances of theft, robbery, or any issues that might arise with the system. So usually in a country like India, people use this to save a lot of paperwork and have a track of their monthly spendings, and can also use this app to book their cabs through Ola, Uber, and few other tech companies. And at the same time, you can also use the app to process your tickets and make payments for the same. You can also book hotels on websites like GoIBibo or Oyo or any other platforms. And talking about the project that we'll be presenting or talking about today. So PhonePe is planning to launch the services in Canada. When I talk about PhonePe being a company in India, you can ask me if the company has, if there's no other similar company in Canada already. But the answer is a straightforward no. Because in the North American market, if PhonePe is successful in doing what they're trying to do today, they'll be the first company to introduce the concept of UPI, Unified Payments Interface, in the entire North American region. So when they try to do this, and if they succeed to do so, they'll have an advantage of being the first mover in the market. And this will open many new gates of um, investments and making it easy for the people, and they can in return earn some profits and also be more user friendly compared to what the current system that is Interact, which is widely used in Canada. And after this, I'll hand it over to my friend to talk about the current marketing channel.
Hello everyone, my name is Tanvi and today I'm going to talk about current marketing channel of PhonePe. So PhonePe is basically using youth right now to do their marketing. So after the pandemic, their personal person to merchant transaction has been increased drastically because people were avoiding cash transactions. People were heading towards the cashless transactions. At that time, they launched one campaign, uh, and the main line of the campaign was her phone pay, phone pay. which is basically a Hindi line, which means PhonePe in every phone. They launched this campaign to promote their narratives that bring them closer to the users, their success story in the sector that thrives on functional perk or incentives. They also launched and the song. Can you do the previous slide, please? Yeah. So they launched a song, Her Phone Pay, on different music platforms like Ghana and Spotify, and they started streaming that song. They also used the personal stories, personal success stories of the people, and they started putting these stories on their YouTube channel. And in return, PhonePe was providing incentives or little perks to the customers, whoever provide them their story. Next slide, please. Yeah. They also use the social media marketing. In the first picture, we can see that there is a grandma, which is basically a roadside vendor, but she is also using the phone pay, which shows that it is really user friendly and people, anyone can use this app without any trouble. So it shows that it's a very user friendly app and very basic model. Just you need to scan the QR and you can transact. You can do any transaction. In the second picture, they posted this picture on their Instagram profile, which shows the loyal customers. Like in the first picture, we can see that the person is using PhonePe in March 2020, and still in 2021, he is using the PhonePe happily. So loyal customers and satisfied customers. In the third picture, we can see that in on their Twitter platform, they posted the PhonePe is uh, making their partnership with IPL. So basically, IPL, Indian Premium League, is a very it's a kind of a festival in India. PhonePe was a sponsor in the IPL. They have also sponsored four teams. They had a franchisee of the four teams in the last IPL. It also helped them to do their marketing. So they are using currently a really good social media marketing strategies. For the next uh, part, I would like to call a Balaji. Hand over to you.
Thank you, Janvi. This is Balaji Sundaram Jayakumar. I'm here to give you an overview of the market share by competitors. Since we would like to bring the UPI, just like India, to Canada, we would like to benchmark the standards of India, the market competitors, as far as India is concerned. There's always a thing that although India has got a huge population, there is almost 55% of Indian population have moved to UPI payment. And coming as far as PhonePe is concerned, around 25%, that is one in every four UPI users use PhonePe. PhonePe, as my dear colleague likely said, there are a lot of the initiative which UPI, the PhonePe has bought in the UPI so that to capture the market, and also that it has also crossed to 350 million registered users in recent times. And there's always a thing that in the times of COVID, there was always a rapid need for the digital transaction, which UPI came in hand with, not only by the normal users, but also for the commercial users. And it is reported that there was about 651 billion in December 2021 alone. The company also reported around 150 million monthly active users, which is also called MAU. When it comes to the market size, as far as Canada is concerned, we have got the check pen, check and paper, debit, ABM, prepaid card, so on and so forth, where we could actually see a mixed trend of increase as well as decreasing trend. There's an overall decrease of 3.5%. So here, what we'd like to do is we like to have the market trend move towards UPI, so that the check and paper, we want to capture and we want to have our footprints in every other aspect of the payment, so that UPI could intervene and bring in an innovation to this the world of payment. Next, my dear friend Philip is here to present on market size. Over to you, Philip.
Thank you so much, Bala. So now we'll be looking at the market size. So basically, this is the total number of UPI transactions that have been valued, and we'll see the trend over the period of 2008 to 2019. So now looking at 2008, we can see that the total number of transactions were at around 22,500, which was valued close to $7 million. And the trend was gradually increasing all the way up to 2019, where the total number of transactions was close to 22,000, standing at around $9 million. So that is the market size for PhonePe. Now, speaking about the target market, the online transfer methods such as PayPal and Interac e-transfers have become more and more popular as P2P payment options at the expense of more conventional ones like cash, checks, and bank transfers. Because of high speed, accessibility, and security of internet transfers, Canadians have obviously started favoring them more over conventional P2P methods. And this, we can all testify to that as well. However, check values show that they are still being utilized for peer-to-peer transactions of higher value, definitely because this is still a newer platform and there are high chances that things can go south. Also, there's a widespread use of online transfers in Canada that shows that there is room for innovation in the P2P sector, including the use of emerging technologies like QR codes and paytech services. Although EFT continues to still dominate the payments in terms of value, accounting for more than 50% of all payments. With a volume and value growth of almost 30%, online transfers are continuing to expand on a very rapid rate. Online transfers have replaced checks and cash as primary means of P2P transactions. But to suit customer and business payment needs, online transfer service providers keep innovating and keep updating with a quicker and more practical features. Canadians are conducting more debit contactless transactions overall as this form of payment is gaining more popularity. Now, the average cost of contactless debit transaction is $19 compared to credit transactions average cost of $48. The total number of contactless transactions have risen by 15% from 2018 to account for 28% of all POS purchases in 2019. And the value of contactless transactions have risen by 20% from 2018 to account for 17% of the overall POS payment value in 2019. Now, I'll be handing it over to Kritika, who will take over now.
Thank you, Philip. So as you can see, the first graph depicts that the number of transaction has been increasing by year to year. And in the second graph, you can see that the payments made by credit card is like 52%, following by the PayPal, which is 19%, then debit card 18%, which is closely related to PayPal only, and then 12% of Interact Online, and then 10% of prepaid cards. Then you can see move over to like third graph, which is like you can see the interactive transfer is by increasing day by day or year by year. And it's like the bank transfer and is declined, and PayPal and cash are like limited same only. And then check and paper even is also same. So you can see the graphs by graphs you can see the picture of the growth, or you can see how much we are increasing day by day. Then next, I'll summarize here. So overall, it's like a great opportunity for PhonePe to involve their business in Canadian environment, as the acceptance level of fintech is quite higher in Canadian population, and they can take a first mover advantage as well. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much. And you can always, if you want additional information, you can always refer to these slides and by a reference paper also, because we have used the information by those reference paper by Canadian Payments, Methods and Trends, which was written by Pooja Patori. And that's it. Thank you.
So that will be it from Group 5 for today's presentation. And we'd like to thank our professor for giving us this opportunity, and to my fellow group mates for contributing for this project and doing a great job. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.